Hi guys, wow, I look a complete mess. I'm here to tell you guys about my nose piercing experience and some advice that I can give people who are very scared to get a nose piercing, and just some things that I wish I kind of knew before. Just to let everybody know, I'm mainly focusing about this nostril piercing that I got, and I'm just gonna talk about my experience. I don't really have any ear piercings besides my ears, so I'm not an expert on any nose piercings. I'm just telling y'all about my experience, because I was really scared about getting my nose pierced, and just pretty much that. So if you're here from my Instagram, you notice that I'm always posting myself with a nose ring, and well, it's a fake nose ring, and I finally decided to get one of my own. When I was actually sitting in the piercing, it was a little private room where you can get your nose pierced, and when I was getting the piercing, my heart was pounding. The piercer was super nice, but so what he did was he put he literally just tried talking to me as if it was a normal conversation, I guess, to get my nerves down, and then all of a sudden, without counting, he just stuck it in my nose, and it didn't hurt at all. It hurt, but it felt like I was getting my blood drawn at the doctor's office, a needle in your arm. So I was kind of oh, that's it. After that, he puts the jewelry in, and one of the things that I didn't know, that what happens when you get your nose pierced, is on whichever side you get it on, you'll cry on that side, a tear will roll down your eyes. So there was I was just I didn't even flinch when he put it in, because I even held my friend's hand, and I was yeah. And then he puts it in my nose. He puts it in my nose, and then just one tear on my left side, because that's what I got it on. One tear on my left side just starts falling down my face, and I'm and the guy told me that it was completely normal, and I was just okay, fine, I survived, and I'm just so glad I did it. I'm gonna also get into the different types of nose piercings that you can get when it comes to a nostril, and just many more. So there are different types of nostril piercings. There is the screw, there is the L shape, there's the bone, I think, and then I think there's another one called straight. I'm probably wrong, but but the one that I got was the screw, which is kind of like a hook. It goes, it looks straight, and then at the bottom it kind of hooks at the end, so it's not hard to fall out. Then the L-shaped one, it basically goes straight down and then out like an L. Apparently that one falls out a lot, so that's why I did not get that one. And then the bone, or I guess the straight one, is basically just a straight in, which is just a straight line in your nose, and those are also more likely to fall out. That is the one thing I kind of just wish I knew, because I didn't do so much research on my own. I mainly just got research or advice from my friends and what they've got, because I originally wanted a nose ring. But another thing that I learned was that I have a job interview coming up, and if I got the nose ring, I wouldn't be able to take it out within the first 2 to 3 months. Well, the first 1 to 2 months, I guess. And I felt if I can't change it, then I don't want to jeopardize my chances of putting in a nose ring and then not being able to take it out, and then showing up to the interview with a nose ring, and then they'll be oh, you can't work here because you have this big piece of jewelry in your nose. So that's why I just went as simple with the stud, because just wear it for 2 months, let it heal, and then after the healing process is over, then I can kind of just take it out and put it back in with another nose with a ring or something like that, just so I can have the freedom of taking it out and putting it back in when I do have maybe another interview. Some of the things that I also didn't know was the cleaning process of getting a nose piercing. So what I do is I use the H2O purified ocean salt water, and it's basically a little spray. So what I do is it looks like this. My friend actually gave it to me because the piercing place that I went to, they offer this, but my friend actually just had an extra one because she doesn't use it anymore. What I do was I spray it on a Q-tip. Let me just get a clean Q-tip. But so here I just use a Q-tip. What I do is just take this, I spray it, on here. Sometimes I'll just spray with my nose directly and then clean it, but then you kind of just go around and just like clean up, like, you know, the outer parts of your nose. But yeah, that's pretty much all I do. And then I even go like, I use the other side to go like in my nose, because you definitely have to like clean in your nose. Like, speaking of that, that is honestly, the aftermath of getting a nose piercing is one of the hardest things like I had to learn or whatever. I got my nose piercing like what, 2 weeks ago? Yeah, like almost about 2 weeks ago. And like, so like it's December right now. I'm prone to getting colds and like sneezing and like allergies or whatever like around this time because it's cold. And like my nose will get either stuffy or clogged up, and it was honestly like the first 2 days was a nightmare. So like when I sneeze, like I use a tissue and I make sure to clean like, you know, my whole nose. But like with the nose piercing, it's like, since I have this little, like, I don't know if y'all thought that was a booger this whole time, but no, it's actually the nose piercing, like the metal part. Like that's how it looks. But when I sneeze, I can't just take my tissue and like go up there because I'm literally gonna hurt like myself. So this nostril is fine. I could, you know, wipe my nose or whatever, but this nostril, you have to be extra careful. So some tips that I use are, I'm at a point now where it's not as hurting as much, but I take my finger and I put the tissue over my finger and kind of just, you know, like try to go around. And like I even hold my nose piercing, so I can make sure that I'm going around it. Then also I even use a Q-tip. Like after I use the tissue, I use a Q-tip to get rid of like, you know, excess stuff and like maybe go in like with details. Like the Q-tip is honestly gonna be your best friend. And I wish I kind of knew that before getting a nose piercing, because it's just like, I'm like, dang, I'm like, you know, I have to like constantly like, you know, spend extra time cleaning it because you don't know like what you missed. But honestly, what I can say is that if you really want a nose piercing that bad, then all of it is worth it, because I've wanted a nose piercing since I was like 14. I just like having a nose piercing because it like, I don't know, I like the way it shapes my face. Like, I'm sorry, my hair's in the way, but I kind of like how it shapes my face. Oh yeah, so another thing to keep in mind, always wash your hands. Even if you're using a Q-tip and your fingers are not gonna touch, always wash your hands, because your nose piercing is more prone to getting infections. So it doesn't matter if you think your hands are clean, always just wash your hands, or like some hand sanitizer. Well, mainly just wash your hands and then like go in like and clean, because you don't want to risk getting an infection. Because even if it's like, whether it's a fresh nose piercing or a nose piercing that you've had in for like 2-3 months or 4 months, like always wash it, because you never know. Like treat it as if how you would do it with your earrings. Oh yeah, and do not play with it. Do not try to be like, oh, I don't feel the pain anymore, let me see if I can, you know, push it out and in. Don't do it, please, because like I said, touching it is gonna make it worse, and you're not giving it time to heal. Like, don't touch it unless you're just cleaning it or whatsoever. If you accidentally kind of brush against it and it pops and it sticks out, just, you know, like, you know, either wash your hands or put some hand sanitizer on and kind of just slowly push it back in. Like, just don't do it painful, because I know like at first like it took a little bit of like getting used to. I was just like, wow, there's something in my nose, and it's like, I don't know, like I can't like touch it. Even if you have glasses, like I know, like, because I wear glasses, and sometimes like I'll accidentally, like my glasses will kind of hang down like too low, and like when I pull my glasses up, it kind of like pulls the nose ring up with it, and I just start freaking out. I'm like, oh no, like I just got it done, like I'm not letting it heal. Like, it's okay, just do not touch, just try not to touch it. Like if something happens and you accidentally kind of like brush it up, like it's okay, like just, you know, slowly put it back in and just let it continue to heal. Like you don't have to just, you know, just don't keep trying to like draw attention to it or keep trying to touch it, because then that's when like there's a problem. Ooh, and swapping it out for a different stud or a different nose ring, it is gonna hurt. Like I am telling you, like it's going to hurt. Like it's not gonna be like excruciating pain, but like something that you put like in your body, and it's like you slowly have to put it out. Like you put a needle in you and then the person takes it out, like it's gonna hurt, like, you know, like it's not gonna be like I said, it's not gonna be excruciating, it's not gonna be like extremely painful, but you know, you had to like, you know, let it heal, let it get used to, you know, let it kind of get used to being in your skin. So you're gonna have to like take it out like as slow as possible. And since I have the screw in here, like it's going to hurt. So but also like make sure you have the replacement of what you're gonna do, because your nose is gonna close up if you don't like replace it. It's the same thing that works with earrings. And yeah, it's the same thing that works with earrings. So just treat it like how you would treat like a freshly done piercing. So oh yeah, and please do not use a gun, because a gun is basically puncturing your nose. Like don't, like I've never used a gun before. When I got my ears pierced, I don't think I used a gun. I'm not sure, I was a baby, but like just don't use a gun, because it's like puncturing. Like a needle, like it's not like, just think of it as like getting your blood drawn. Like, and if you don't like getting your blood drawn, then it's like I'm not gonna say I don't know what else to tell you, but it's like just the needle is not intentionally trying to like, you know, it's just doing its job, like, you know. So but yeah, I don't want you guys to feel like, you know, whatever you decide to do, but I just feel like a gun is just not really safe. So I just feel like just stick with a needle, and if it helps, go with a friend. Please go with your friend, especially if it's your first time and you know, are afraid of pain a little bit. Like, I'm not gonna lie, like I was afraid of pain. Like I had like 2 friends come with me, and they both got their piercings. They got nose piercings, they got their cartilage pierced, their industrial, they have like all the piercings in the world. So I was just like, go with somebody that you trust, like somebody who kind of has been through before, because they will help you. And I have a tendency to like overreact, like especially when it comes to pain. And then when I did it, I was kind of just like, that's it. And just make sure that you go to a good piercer. Like you can look to see the reviews online, see if there's a specific person that you know does it really well. And I guess also like just ask around your friends who have a lot of piercings, because they will tell you, like, because your friends who are experiencing getting piercings, they will tell you like, you know, what worked for them, what didn't work for them, what to do, like how to prepare for one, and etc. Because like I said, they have like all the piercings in the world. So even I think even one of my friends got her tongue pierced, and I'm just like, I know I'm not gonna do that. But after getting a piercing, I kind of was just like, it's not that bad as what I was expecting. Like I could see myself getting another one, like maybe my septum piercing, but like, you know, just gonna like continue to like let this heal. I'm gonna follow the rules by the book, because obviously you don't want an infection, and this is your face, so you want to make sure that you're doing the right thing. But that's kind of all I had for today. I'm sorry if I didn't really cover points that I'm sorry if I missed a few points, but like I said, I'm just talking about my experience, about things that I kind of wish I knew before getting my nose pierced, and things that I'm currently doing now to take care of my nose piercing. Just like a little bit of tips, because I was once the person that was freaking out over getting a nose piercing, and then all of a sudden now, like I got my nose pierced, I realized that, you know, the pain wasn't so bad. So I'm hoping this video kind of helped those who are very afraid or kind of like nervous, or maybe think about backing out at the last minute. It is worth it as long as you take care of it and make sure that you're not, you know, trying to play with it or, you know, knock it out its place. Just make sure that you're just taking care of it and just letting it like heal. And overall, eventually it's gonna heal, look really nice, and even you can like swap it out for like another piercing. Like I said, just wait and take your time, and just watch trusted videos, and just, you know, just even, I guess, it looks nice. I like it, so I'm kind of happy. And if you did like this video, please like, comment, and subscribe, and follow me on my Instagram and the rest of my socials that are down in my description below. But if you would like to see more videos, please let me know, or please direct message me, and I'll see you guys later. Bye!